Minister, that you touched on in your speech was on improved delivery capacity, and indeed the fact that on the 10th of February, only a couple of weeks ago, we had an updated investment projects and programmes tracker and the updated My Project Ireland interactive map launch, which is extremely welcome, because deliverability of all of these items is key. So I can go onto my laptop this morning in preparation for this debate and touch on it, and there's little pin drops, and I can press on them and the status of where these projects stand at this very moment, and that's very welcome. But Minister, I don't need this particular app on my phone, on my laptop, to tell me how projects are going. I need only look at my own local paper, the Meath Chronicle, this morning, when they talk about frustration growing over delivery of new school building, and that's one of many, because that school in Enfield, where the principal, the board of management, the parents are now going to the local paper to talk about the fact that their 1,000 student school is still not ready, and the fact that it's no further on in the progress. And what's really frustrating about that is that when I looked at the update of Project Ireland back in 2019, and I looked at that post-primary school for Enfield, I look at the box and it says school to open in 2020. School to open in 2020. And on the front of my paper in 2023, we have frustration that it is no further on. That's not unique, because the Mercy Secondary School in Navan, our national school in Navan, 113 years old, accommodating approximately 400 students, approval granted in 2021, and it is now back in the queue with some 1,300 schools. That's the frustration in terms of bringing the vision of that plan and ensuring the deliverability is actually recognised. And that's just in only one sphere, that's in education. And I'm encouraging you, Minister, now in your new role, to make sure that the billions that are being allocated, that there is maybe a rocket put up the arse of some of the people around this country to ensure that we get deliverability, because it's hugely frustrating. Take, for example, the Urban Regeneration Fund, which is going to do so much good and rejuvenate towns and cities. When I see the projects in Cork or Galway or in Dublin, but the fact that it comes to regional centres like my own hometown of Navan, and that hundreds of millions have been allocated to thwart that blight of dereliction. But we need to see an impetus put behind this, that at macro level we're allocating funds, and that's hugely welcome. But I want to see the results of that happen. And there is an onus on the department to ensure that those charged at a statutory level on the ground are doing their job. There is little point in us allocating this money if that deliverability is not coming back. I do welcome in the